Good afternoon, world. Story is making lunch. She is the chef's helper today, and you are making date balls, aren't you?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Can you wipe it off?
Looking good.
Squashy date mix.
There's peanut butter in there. There's power seeds of all kinds.
Flax, chia, sunflower, cacao nibs, cacao powder.
Sound good?
Wax it off.
Yeah. This is actually what Story requested for lunch, didn't you, today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've just woken up from a nap, haven't you?
Yeah, that was a morning one.
A morning nap. How's Daddy's peanut butter? Is it okay?
Yeah. I want one to make big, medium, small.
A big one, a medium one, and a small one.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a little tide check. It's been 3 or 4 days now where the tide hasn't actually gone out. It's been in all day.
Yeah.
You can see from here that when it's touching the rocks, we definitely can't pass around the corner to the tide pools. So this season is absolutely perfect for the surfers, but it's not great if you just want to lounge around in tide pools. I never got around to putting together the office chair yesterday, but maybe I can do that today. We were talking this morning about how when we surpassed 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, they give you a silver play button that we've always wanted to put up in a house. And the office right here would be the perfect place to put it. But they haven't sent it. They haven't sent any emails saying how you get it, so we're going to have to contact YouTube and find out how we get hold of our silver play button, which is a goal of ours that we wanted to achieve for so long. We were going to make a cooking with Story video today, a Filipino dish, weren't we?
Yes, champorado, I think it's called. Hopefully pronouncing it right, but it is basically a chocolate rice porridge, traditionally eaten at breakfast time. And I did read that you're supposed to eat salted fish with it as well, which is a really weird combination.
I think we'll put some mango instead, yeah.
So we will be doing it without the fish, obviously. But it is basically a chocolate rice, but like a sticky rice. So that's what we need to get, is sticky rice, so we can make it.
Glutinous rice, they call it.
Yeah, and possibly you might need to make some coconut milk.
Alright, well, I need to find the knife. I don't know where the knife is. I am going to quickly pop into town to see if I can pick up some cash from the Palawan Express unit. And also, we're expecting a delivery of glutinous rice. Our landlady, Ate Jane, she emailed and said that she can get somebody to drop some off, a whole kilo of it. So maybe we can do that in tomorrow's video. I'm looking forward to making something new. So we did hear that it's actually the Pilar Fiesta today as well. Pilar is the name of the town. So there may be even stricter checkpoints going in and out of even our town. So I'm not even sure if I'll even be able to get in and collect the money. Let's see if they've set up a roadblock or not. Shall I just quickly whiz down there now and see what happens?
Okay.
Right.
Give it a try.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We can always go another day. Whoa! What is that?
Apples, nuts, staples.
Yeah.
Like Mama, I wanna be.
These days I don't travel anywhere without one of these power banks. This was the super power bank that I got before we moved in. It's actually got a jump lead in it, so if the car battery gets low I can start it. Now what I've noticed is that both of these cars have got a bit of a slow crank when you turn on the key. It's like whoop, 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 like that. And I remember we had this problem in Thailand. When you live in such a hot country, sometimes the battery water in the battery can just kind of like evaporate away. Now I'm not sure if Butch's car has a gel battery or not, but this one definitely needs a top up of water. And when I tried to buy some, you can't get it anywhere on the island. It's the classic story. So I've ordered some battery distilled water from Lazada as well. And I'll be able to repair this battery on this car, I think, so I don't have to buy a new one. Looks like the coconut guys are here, doing some hard work. I've got a face mask and a face shield today. The last time I went into our town, Pilar, they wouldn't let me into one of the buildings without a shield. I find that the sunlight gets amplified through this and it makes your face even hotter. But if it gets me into a building, we'll wear it. Let's get that air conditioning on. Alright, let's see if I can go pick up some cash. Okay, into the outside world. Let's see if there's any checkpoints to get through. Honestly, if I come across one, I'm just going to turn straight back. I don't want to try and convince anybody that I've got a valid reason to be in town if I can just wait until tomorrow. I saw on the news the other day that there is one confirmed case of the coronavirus in our town of Pilar, and there were 3 or 4 in the next town over. So they are saying that there's definitely people with the coronavirus on Siargao Island now, whereas before there was nothing. I guess it was inevitable, it was going to happen that it came here, but now we can move forward. Hello. I asked and they let me in. All they really wanted to know is if I was from Pilar. So I'm just gonna go see if I can pick up the money from the Palawan Express, if it's even open. It's looking very quiet in town. I expected there'd be more going on, but I presume it's down by the water. Let's see if I can pick up some money. I'm glad that's over. I managed to pick up 10,000 pesos, which will see us over for a while. And we also asked Ate Jane if she could sort us out a little bit more cash as well, so we should have enough to last until this lockdown is over. I'm sure there are many adults that can relate to this. Sacha and I have a never-ending to-do list, and I think this is a good thing. Even though right now I'm feeling super exhausted, I could do with some sleep. I could have a little nap and I could probably fall asleep for about an hour. I like the fact that we are constantly busy. Even though it looks like we're kind of doing nothing every day, there is not a minute that goes by that we're not doing something that is important to our life. So even though from the minute we woke up this morning we've been totally active, we haven't actually done anything from our to-do list. And I can put some of that down to the inconvenience of island life, how things take longer, like trying to get some money out, not being able to pay with cash, having some car problems, just generally how things are a little bit harder to get here. But I do find that the tasks that have been on the list for a very long time just keep getting pushed aside so that we can, say for example, film one of these daily vlogs, put up an Instagram post, respond to emails. And I think one of the worst things about that line of work is that it doesn't feel like work. It feels like you're wasting time on social media, and yet it's our job. So it's a little bit of a mind blast, because we have to try and remember that everything we do is all for the greater good. We're trying to build a very nice life for Story and for us, where we can live in a place like this, work remotely and still earn. So I'm saying this for a couple of reasons. One is that we said we were going to do 90 days of daily vlogging and then we were going to see what happens. We've decided that after day 90 that goes up, we are going to take a break from daily vlogging and we are going to concentrate on some of our other stuff. Now, what that means for you guys is that we are finally going to get our merch updated. We have got a Good Morning World design that we've been trying to get done for about a year and a half, and we're finally going to get our hands onto it and get it finished and make it available for anybody who's interested in that. I know a lot of you have been talking about wanting to get merch to support the journey, and so that is going to get finished. The next thing that we need to concentrate on, and we will do, is our Facebook page. Now, we've got a lot of subscribers that want to communicate with us through Facebook and want to share our videos through Facebook, and we've just not had the time or the dedication to put into our Facebook presence. So we are really going to improve on that. We've already kind of made a start. Some of our subscribers from the Philippines have asked if they can start a supporters page, and there is actually one already up. It's called the 8 Miles From Home Supporters Group. It's currently being adminned by Lernie, so thank you Lernie. I'm going to put a link to it down in the description, and it's just a wonderful place for anybody who's been really interested in our journey to connect with each other via the Facebook pages. There's already a community of over 500 people in there, so go and check it out. And once we stop doing these 90 days, we are going to start concentrating on our Facebook work. That's what we said. I know it can be a little bit confusing for people when they see people on social media living lives like this in the middle of a different country. How do you make your money? How are you maintaining this lifestyle? And it can be frustrating because every single person who has a remote job has a different way of earning. We've put all of the ways that we earn our money in the links below of our description. So if you ever want to see what it is, if you're ever curious about the ways that we do it, you can see it down there. One of the links in there is to our jewellery store. We have a nature-inspired jewellery store that we started when we were in Portugal, and we haven't had any of our stock with us for so long since we went off on our travels. So we really want to get a lot of our stock delivered here so we can start showing our jewellery in the videos again. And it's just another avenue of our work that we have neglected ever since we've become locked down here. And we want to regain control of that. So I hope that gives you guys a little bit of an insight into what's going to come up in the future. After the 90 days, we will still be making daily vlogs, but they won't be 7 days a week. We're thinking to perhaps reduce down to 5 days a week and then just have the weekend vlog that goes up on Patreon already. At present, we're currently making actually 8 videos a week because the weekend vlog is an extra video for our patrons and it has been a bit too much. So I'm just checking in, letting you know that we are going to take control of everything and it is going to get better after we start ticking off that to-do list. Time to round up the day with some shout outs, starting with one from
Alvi Majan. Hello to you, and also hello to your son who watches the videos with you sometimes, Carl Ayenzo. Big hello to you both in Negros Occidental here in the Philippines.
The next shout out is from Monica Joan Goopit from Riyadh.
And we are shouting out to all of the NAIF medical staff there in Riyadh, and also a big hello to your son Riley.
Hope you guys are all staying safe, and a big hello to you, Monica, and to Riley too.
Now we are saying a big hello to Dan and CJ Saracen. Hello guys, thanks for watching the videos. You are both working in Makati in Manila. It says here your last trip before quarantine was to Dumaguete and Siquijor in February, and it says you miss travelling and seeing the world. We do too, don't we?
Sounds like you just made it back in time if you were there in February.
Yes.
And we all hope that we can start doing a bit more travelling around the Philippines too, so we can see these beautiful places.
And the last shout out for today is to Emma. Happy birthday, Emma. I believe you are 5 years old, and this has come from your Lola Joy Tom. Emma, you live in New York City with your mum and dad, and your Lola lives in Florida. She is really looking forward to seeing you when the travel ban is lifted, and she's asked us to wish you a big happy birthday. So happy birthday, Emma.
Happy birthday. That is it for today's video. We're going to get on with the huge list of work we've got lined up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.